the stage, Ashley Gavin.
The hands of a lesbian, everyone. No one saw that? Just save the microphone. The hands of a lesbian. All right. I think that's pretty. Did anyone? Tommy Phillips went up first. He's gone now. But did anyone think that Tommy Phillips looked like the before photo for Nick Simmons? He gets up there and he's like, "This is what I looked like when I did stand-up comedy." And then Nick Simmons like, "This is what you look like after you stop doing stand-up comedy." That's my Tommy Phillips / Nick Simmons impression. All right, I'm going to tell you guys a joke because I have a story about the joke. The joke is that I reached a milestone in my life, you guys. I'm no longer stalking my ex on Facebook. Thank you. I got to a point where I realized this is childish and unprofessional. So I'm using LinkedIn now. The story about that joke is I have been lucky to be touring some colleges. I went to the airport, and if you know me, you know I need a plaid shirt to do my act. I forgot it. So I had to go to an airport store, a very expensive airport store, to buy a plaid shirt. And because it's so expensive and it's an airport store, this little Latina woman and I were negotiating whether or not I could return it later. And then I tell her I'm a comedian, and she fucking flips out. She goes, "Oh, you are a comedian? Please tell me a joke, tell me a joke." When I say Latina, I don't mean New York City Latino. Like, this lady is from Latina. You understand? She's not from Anyway, so she's thrilled, and I'm like, oh, you know, the worst thing as a comedian is to be asked to tell a joke, and I decide that I'm going to tell her that one. And I can see her eyes lighting up, you know, the way an audience does when you're doing the setup. I say Facebook, she's like, "Oh, Facebook? This sounds like a joke." And then I get to the punchline and say LinkedIn, and the joy drains from her face. She has been swindled. She no longer believes that I am a comedian. Because she doesn't know what she's like an old lady that works in an airport store. Why would she need LinkedIn? She's not networking with Teresa from Arby's in Terminal B. Like, that's not... Anyway, so now she doesn't believe I'm a comedian, and she's pissed, but she already agreed, and she's giving me the shirts, and if you're trying on a men's shirt as a woman, the button across the hip is very snug. So I'm like, "Oh, I think I might need a bigger size." And she goes, "Oh, you're going to need a big one. You're going to need a really big one. You're going to need the biggest one." I was like, "Oh, okay, lady. I got it." And I can tell she's really mad because when she comes back, she says to me, "Does anyone come to your shows?" Now, because I'm not a healthy person, she's no longer just a sales rep. She's the most important woman in the entire world to me. You understand? You know that transition where someone who's meaningless means everything to you? Like, 1 minute you're buying a car, the next minute the dealer's your father. You know, like, you're explaining your credit rating, and it's just... like, that's what I was in, so I just lied. I lied. Like, the lie came so fast out of my face. I was like, "Well, you know, I'm going to be on America's Got Talent." She goes, "I don't like this show, but maybe I see you on YouTube." Yeah, so, like, I'm just, I have more, okay, jokes about lying. Anyway, then we go to pay for the shirts. She no longer thinks that the shirts are for my, you know, she's been swindled or whatever. So she says, you know, when you come to return them, just say that if I'm not here, just say that they were too small for your boyfriend. Okay, listen, bitch. You can tell me I'm fat. You can you can insult my act. But if you insinuate that I have a boyfriend, that's a lie. These shirts are for me, okay? I'm the boyfriend. I almost fucked that out. Fuck that up. Jesus Christ. All right, thanks, guys. Oh, thanks. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I actually want to go watch my friend's set. But if you're watching for the first time, I'm a nationally touring college comedian. I was on TV once. Please check my YouTube. You can see my polished videos. These are jokes that I'm doing for like just a couple for the first time, so they're not complete. Or you can check out my website. And I'm gonna go now, and please follow me. Bye.